go left or right.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports. Damon Bruce here. Sunday in the NBA. It'll be LeBron James and the Miami Heat facing off against Caron Butler and the Dallas Mavericks. And now time for the call by Kevin Harlan. Let's get out to the opening tip-off in Big D.
The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. With Steve Curry and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference versus Eastern Conference here in Dallas, Texas, where the Mavericks will try to protect home court. All right, presented by State Farm. Let's take a look at the Miami starting five. Chalmers and Wade are the 1 and the 2. LeBron and Bosh are the 3 and the 4. And it's Anthony in at the 5. And for the Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki and Tyson Chandler in the middle. Jason Kidd is out there with Rudy Fernandez. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Gets it to go.
And Chris Bosh, not really a traditional low-post scorer. His strength lies in his face-up game. He'll turn and use his quickness to get around bigger defenders and get to the rim.
Chalmers against Kidd. Goes straight up. And he banks in the layup. Mavericks on D. You know, speaking of Bosh's quick first step, Clark, he also has a great mid-range jump shot. And that's a tough choice if you're going to defend him.
Yeah, it really is. And I think early last season, he may have settled for his jump shot a little too often. But again, getting acclimated to where he was, and obviously your personnel affects
It's an awesome game.
Your team's top scorer and rebounder.
Don't you dare recline.
I think that at the end of the season, that really gave him a boost.
And Miami has
I don't know
possession.
what fucking
Jason
mean.
Kidd making his last shot. Anthony with the block. But they get it back. Blocked again. And Miami has possession. Behind the back, here's LeBron. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound.
I think he caught a glimpse of the defender out of the corner of his eye because he just seemed to lose his focus there for a moment. Well, the big story, of course, a year ago for Miami was the formation of the big three, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. It took some time for those three to click. Eventually, they figured it out.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Kevin, when I asked him what his team is looking to accomplish on the offensive end, he said they'll be looking to make the extra pass. He told me with the shot blockers they are facing, they'll often come to help from the weak side, and they can get a lot of easy buckets if they know when they've left their man alone inside. Let's see if their guys make the right reads.
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, Doris. Guys?
Son of a
It's
bitch!
important not to be afraid of the defense over there. I mean, you can't be playing in a fearful fashion. You just got to pick your spots and execute.
Yeah, and be aggressive. You know, you're right, but you can't be intimidated by
I
the
had it
speed
to where he
and
was
strength
to
of the
shoot,
defense.
he didn't
You gotta have
shoot.
confidence to take your shots when
Get it.
they're there and attack the lanes when you've got an opportunity.
Get back to what you said about Miami. They struggled out of the gate. They were 9-8, but after a rough November, they kicked it on in December. And Clark, I think really the game that kind of spun them around was their first LeBron appearance in Cleveland in early December against the Kings.
Yeah, that was an impressive win. I recall that. That was almost like an NBA Finals type atmosphere in terms of the media attention and so forth. But in that month, they went 15-1. They really seemed to find their rhythm.
Do you see him smell his hand? He probably
Catching up
farted.
on the changes for Dallas. Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for and it's carrying for Rudy Fernandez. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Dallas really played a lot of zone defense last year. I thought it worked out well for them, especially with the personnel they brought in. Tyson
Ah,
Chandler,
he didn't
Manning,
even
and Payne.
jump.
Really helped that club.
Vader on the way.
Shit.
Miami no good on that time either. The Mavericks leading. Steve, back to Dallas. Sometimes a team needs to find an identity on defense, and they found that last year with the zone. That was a little clever trick, Clark.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the zone has fit their personnel. You can't overlook the impact that Tyson Chandler has had on their defensive disposition. They have guys that have length that can cause problems in the passing lane. So the zone defense just made some sense.
Here's Kidd. Again, the miss button.
Stupid white boy.
The Mavericks. And Miami has possession. Here's Bosch. Here's the block. And here we go with Caron Butler. Looking for his first bucket of the game. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Wade. It's 2-on-1. Good in the assist.
Yeah, there you go.
Caron.
Great work. I mean, you have to decide as a
Game's
defense.
not
Just
too
how
far
much
behind.
damage are we going to allow him to do? You know, Wade's kind of started out last year, Kevin, in the playoffs rather slowly. And I tell you what, he woke up in a hurry after the first few games.
Miami trailer. Terry covering. Wade rattles the shot home. Wade's got his second bucket. Yeah, Clark, going back to Wade, he didn't top 20 points until the third game of that Philly series against Doug Collins and the 76ers, but Steve Bennett exploded and never looked back.
Yeah, but then he was kept under wraps fairly well in the Chicago series, but then against Dallas, he put in several games where he just exploded. So for Wade, always capable of having a big night.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Nowitzki comes in for Chandler, and it's Marion in for Caron Butler. The Heat also changing it up. Haslam comes in for Joel Anthony. And Mike
Wow.
Miller gets the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks trailer. Kid with it. 8 points for him. Wade picks him up. It's hauled in by Dwayne Wade.
Well, sometimes he really lacks the confidence he needs when he's
Stop
driving
saying
to
shit
the
on your breath and just say it out loud. Bastard! I was
Well,
saying.
the Mavericks with it. They trail by 1.
You better make.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
I don't know you gotta do this shit. Down, up.
No good, and they don't get the 3-point play. Now, here is Miller. Here's Haslam. And a great assist by Miller.
Shit under
That
your
one
breath.
goes in. 6 changes at the lead.
No team able to
Jesus.
build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
What do you think, Steve?
Well, both teams still kind of
You
feeling
can't make
each
it, you
other
can't
out
make
there.
it, you can't make it, you can't make it.
To find an edge in this game.
Yeah.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Heat out front, up 1.
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter.
Don't be
Shut up,
hateful.
Grayson.
It's your turn. Why did you got
Unable
me?
to get the ball in
Yeah,
bounds.
you took too
Call
long.
for the
Well,
5-second violation.
That wasn't fair.
It was your fault. How was that
I know,
not
but I was
fair?
drinking coffee.
Stolen by
I didn't know
Jerry.
you had to
Ew.
chew to win.
Stops in Carlisle's coaching career, guys. I mean, almost every year he's good for 50-plus wins, no matter
Get
who
it.
he's coaching. But never able to get the team all the way to the top until last season. You can't help but be happy for him.
Nowitzki is out there with Marion. There's Terry, and there's J.J. Barea, and it's Fernandez in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, last season, Mike Bibby was traded to the Wizards, and many players and agents were shocked when he agreed to waive the final year of his contract at over $6 million to become a free agent and sign with the Heat. Bibby said, "I make money. I decide what I do with it. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of it. My financial stuff is my business. I've won and lost in my career, and I'm at a stage where I want to be happy." Guys, you can't argue with that.
You're right about that. Thanks, Doris.
And in Miami,
Gracie,
didn't
shut
get
up.
close to winning that first ring, although he struggled in the finals. Hopefully he'll get another shot at it.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I'll back to Rick Carlisle for a moment. You know, it's funny because he had trouble finishing off strong seasons just like the Mavs, but they were able to accomplish their goals when they got together and brought home the title to Dallas.
You wonder how important Dirk Nowitzki is to the Mavs. Well, last season they were humming along, had one of the best records in the NBA. And then Dirk had a knee injury, kept him out of 9 games. Dallas went 2-7 without him. So this is a team that really revolves completely around Dirk Nowitzki.
Again, the Mavericks score.
You know, he got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Wade, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Wade's got 6 points. You talked about the Mavs without the huge gap in their winning percentage speaks for itself. Well, 55-18 with it in the lane.
Oh,
You know,
for
Kevin, as
Pete's
great a market
sake.
that is for Dirk, it kind of also points out
The
just
fuck is
how
Pete gonna do?
dependent the Mavs are on him. I mean, he is their
Oh,
franchise guy.
fuck.
If he goes down, the team really struggles.
Marion up top.
Stand
He's
there.
covered by Bosch. Nowitzki dishes to Marion. Takes it right up. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I'm still gonna curse you.
Marion's got his second basket.
They are in attack mode right now.
Oh,
That's
that's
10 straight
bullshit.
points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
You see, if I'm them, I keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Jason Terry. The Heat also changing it up. Joel Anthony's checked in for Bosch. LeBron comes in for Mike Miller. And it's Chalmers in for Dwayne Wade.
Well, you could see last season with the big three that early on, offensively, they couldn't quite figure it out. But as the season went on, they got more and more comfortable with each other. And I thought by the end of the year, they played pretty well together.
They get a handoff.
Got it.
And stolen by LeBron. All alone. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 6 points for LeBron. The Mavericks leading. And you're right, Steve, about what you said in regard to the Heat. You know, anytime you bring new guys together, there is a feeling out here.
Come on. Come
But
on.
Clark,
Come
obviously,
on.
this was
Come
an
on.
extreme
Come
case.
on.
Yeah, I agree with both of you there. I mean, it just takes a lot of time and massaging when you have that much star power coming together for guys to figure out their roles and then accept their roles and excel in them. That's a 3-pronged process.
A lot.
Yep.
A lot to deal with.
He's gotten himself involved in just about every aspect of this
Oh,
game.
you dumb fuck. Why didn't you catch it? Jesus Christ. He stands there and watches it go. Literally stood there and went like this. Jesus. I think this is just a game and not real. I'm telling you. I'd probably get kicked out of the ball game.
And there's the 3-second violation. A different look for Dallas. Caron Butler is checked in for Marion. Terry comes in for Fernandez. And Jason Kidd is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. Miller comes in for Eddie House.
You suck at bullshit.
Here's Anthony.
Do
The
like,
go-ahead bucket, no good.
oh,
A tight game here. Neither team has been
Oh,
able to
I
get
have
an upper
coffee
hand on
left.
the backboard.
Well, both teams really getting after it inside. It's been an interesting battle.
When the Heat struggled early on last season, Eric Spoelstra was unfairly thrown on the hot seat. He kept his cool, though, very impressively, and the Heat turned their season around and helped quiet it down. That's a credit to Spoelstra.
Here's Chandler. Dallas, no good that time either.
So far, he hasn't made much of a contribution at the offensive end.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kevin, one of the staples of the Heat's success last season.
well, what the hell are you doing?
Because they're stupid.
Are you doing that on purpose or what?
So was their defense. LeBron said, we start with defense, and if we get stops, then it's open court for us.
Come on,
The biggest
get
part
in
of
it.
their success was their intensity
What the
athleticism on the defensive end, turning into transition points on the offensive end. They are fearsome on the break, guys. Back to you.
All right, Doris.
Make no mistake about it. They were an incredible team on defense last season.
Yeah, no question about that. They finally were broken in that final series against Dallas, but throughout the playoffs until the finals, Miami's defense was spectacular.
That free throw missing. Back to Spoelstra of Miami. Clark, with the way the Heat finished, you have to think things will change. I know, Steve, you were very impressed with the way he managed that team in the postseason.
Hey!
Yeah, I thought Eric Spoelstra was great. Now, a lot of people are focusing on the final series when Rick Carlisle stole the show, but to be fair to Spoelstra, he inherited a very difficult situation with a lot of talent but huge expectations. I think Miami had a solid year, a very good year. The question
They're
now
not
is
jumping
get back to
high
the
at
finals
all.
and finish the job.
It's like, look, I'm 6'4", but I can only jump 2 feet.
Rebound by Kidd.
That's a string of bad shooting for him. He's starting to rush things a little bit, I think.
And that's the instinct you'd like to see, but he'd be better off just slowing things down a little bit.
He got it up. That was all. Six seconds left to play in the first half.
The second half, not the first half. Jesus Christ.
It's more NBA coming your way.
I thought he said coming into the second half.
Sunday
Yeah.
hoops seems like a
No, he said the
perfect
first
way to
half.
start the week. Well,
The second half, not the first.
Welcome back, everyone, to the picturesque American Airlines Center here in beautiful Dallas as we resume action.
Look, he's got to go to the bathroom. He can't stand still.
Just don't trash talk your players that hard.
Here's Kidd.
You know, the Mavericks did a really good job against the East, and you have to be strong out of conference if you're going to grab the number 3 seed in the West.
Ah, for Christ's sakes. What the hell?
James Jones is out.
Right there at the basket. He can't even make the basket.
Then there's Joel Anthony, and it's Miller at the shooting guard position.
Oh, here we go. This ought to be awesome. Throw it, you idiot. There you go.
Shit. Oh. I got pee.
The free throw. You're right about the Mavs there, Clark. 22-8 against the East last year. Steve, some good numbers.
On a surprising note, they swept some of the bigger fish over in the Eastern Conference. 2 wins each versus Boston and Miami. Oddly enough, they struggled against Milwaukee, like playing down to your competition.
And he can't hit the second.
I like the fact that the Mavs were a really strong team at home, and it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it seems like each year they find a way to win in front of a terrific home crowd.
Got the lead just going back and forth here. We're seeing some really good basketball.
You know what, guys? I've lost track of how many times the lead has changed. I mean, it's obvious, though, it's been a good one, and neither side can pull away.
I mean, that was my fault, but
Here's Nowitzki. Haslam's there.
Do you think you might be able to shoot? There you go.
For a three-point play. That's on Mike Miller.
okay, great.
That whole crowd yells at another guy who's pretty important in that audience. That's their owner. You know, Steve, he's watching every game in Dallas.
Yeah, from right behind the bench, too. Well, that's something that the team has grown accustomed to. And Mark Cuban has been a terrific owner for the Mavericks. He's turned that franchise around. And he's really a major part of their culture.
Tipped.
Fuck.
Here's Dallas. They lead by 1. Chandler against Anthony. Pulls up. The offensive
I would have been
rebound.
pissed if he would have made that.
Here's Butler. It's hauled in by the Heat. Miller's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Out of bounds. And they retain possession. then Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You called your first time out.
Interesting story.
Wow.
He's out of Racine, Wisconsin, and had a rough childhood, but really a great story of a guy turning things around for himself. He's been one of the more consistent players in the league.
Mark, you're right about Karan. He's had a fascinating life, a lot of ups, but a lot of downs to begin things. Steve twice selected an All-Star back in 07 and 08, but over the last few seasons, injuries have slowed him down.
Yeah, so tough last year. Dallas, in the midst of that great season that they enjoyed, to lose Caron Butler, boy, you hated to see that happen. And now Butler, getting into his 30s, it's tougher and tougher to bounce back from injuries. So hopefully he'll be able to come back and continue to play at a high level. We'll see.
Here's Haslam. Over Fernandez. Cloak loose. The Mavericks leading. Here's Nowitzki. Over Haslam. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know, last year for Dirk might have been one of his best to date. I mean, I think it was even better than his MVP year. He was just superb. But a lot of that has to do with what he showed in the playoffs. I think he was at such a high level of performance during the playoffs.
That free throw, no good. Well, back to Dirk. He was in consideration for another MVP, Steve, finishing right in back of Rose last year.
Well, he made a pretty good case for himself. The best field goal percentage of his career, and was a force for Dallas all season long. They had that incredible postseason run. And if it hadn't been for an injury at midseason, which cost him about 10 to 12 games, I believe, I think Dirk might have won it.
Ran right in front of him.
Don't let a guy get a lay-in, foul hard, and send him to the free throw line.
I like that billboard there, sending a message. You can't come in here and get anything free in our paint. You know, guys, thinking back to Chalmers in the NBA Finals last year, he was one of the Heat's role players that I thought really ramped it up in a tough series and helped out the Big Three quite a bit.
That free throw, no good.
When he brought up Chalmers, Clark, I mean, he was really, really good in that final series against Dallas. He knocked down his three-point shots, did a nice job of running the club, and I think really made a case for being the future starting point guard for the Miami Heat.
From the length of the floor. The Heat with some changes. Chris Bosh is checked in for Joel Anthony. LeBron comes in for James Jones. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Mike Miller. Miami trailing. Ball's not loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's LeBron. He's got 8. Got a piece of it.
Look at that ball, you people. What the fuck did you get the ball?
He's got to push it. Here's Haslam. Miami no good on that time either.
You know, you take a look at the makeup of the Heat and the offensive numbers last year. Not a ton of assists, but a lot of free throw attempts, FTAs we call them. And like they just played to their strengths, and a lot of that was isolating their star player.
I don't think she's done. You gonna check on her?
Yep.
Huh? Watch her hit setter. So where's Molly at?
Outside.
Like that sun.
She's just walking around. It's good for it. It's nice out.
You want to go out after this?
We can. I mean, it's really, really nice.
He's off on the first.
Ah.
Clark, you mentioned that stat about the Heat. Steve, surprising they didn't have more assists.
Well, they didn't have a true point guard running things. Mike Bibby was more of a jump shooter, same with Chalmers. But I think a lot of it is that they play very isolation-heavy basketball, as Clark mentioned. Miami had such a turbulent season last year as far as the drama that surrounded that team. But they were consistent and steady on the road, and they ended up with the best away record in the Eastern Conference.
The Mavericks trailing. Kidd kicks to Fernandez. Floats one up. His shot is off. Nice D from Bosch. And back to Miami. You know, Clark, road trips aren't easy when you're the villains of the NBA, and there's no doubt that wanted poster in the NBA has got a picture that Miami threesome out there, huh?
I agree, no doubt about it. But I think that also helped them come together. You know, teams typically do a good job of bonding when they're on the road. That us against them mentality, nobody for you. And quite honestly, really good teams and players enjoy winning on the road more than they do even winning at home.
She won't bite.
Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
That's hell.
Terry
They
comes
wants to
in
pick
for
me that
Rudy
one time
Fernandez.
because
She don't like her back rubbed down towards the bottom.
or Paul's.
Now Haslam. Here's LeBron. A huge pounce off the rim before it falls. LeBron's now got 10. And Dallas has possession.
You know, there were questions about how LeBron would play in a new jersey. Statistically, he was about the same with the drop in points and a higher field goal percentage. He's a brilliant player no matter what uniform he's got on.
No good on the free throw. Talking more about LeBron's stats. You're all over it, Clark. Steals, assists, blocks, rebounds. All look the same way they did in his last year with Cleveland. I guess, Steve, the difference is he played with another superstar. In fact, two if you put Bosch in there, and it was something that he was really aiming for, and it paid off.
Yeah, LeBron was never concerned about numbers. It's always been about winning.
Yeah,
I think he wanted to
him.
find some teammates that he could pair up with. And give him credit. I mean, he found a great spot in Miami. He's got a lot of talent around him. The numbers will always be there, but the big thing is winning. And he just wants to win rings, and that's why he made his choice.
Already he has 5 turnovers so far. I mean, it's not the strongest game for him in that regard.
Here's Nowitzki. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Nowitzki's got 6.
Right, you just see them taking it strong into the paint over and over again.
Yeah, that really seems to be the strategy, partner. I mean, pound it inside.
Right, he was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Here's Kidd, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Looking at Kidd, I mean, he's never been really a big contributor offensively via his field goal percentage. But last year, it was even worse than normal.
That one is off. Yeah, the numbers on Kidd, you're right, Clark. Shot around 36% from the floor, which, you know, Steve just isn't going to cut it.
Yeah, except that Jason Kidd is a guy whose game revolves around everything else. You know, he doesn't have to make shots to be effective. You know, 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. You know, the way he defends and chases down loose balls and rebounds. Jason Kidd, regardless of how he shoots, is going to be a great player.
It goes down off the front of the rim.
Well,
Bosch
I
has got
can
his
clean
second
that
basket
one
of the
little
game.
section
What?
of
You're
lines
That'll be a
in
5-second
the
call.
backyard.
Boy, in a close game,
Because I'm
especially.
pretty sure
those
Rick's going to
really
be
hurt.
cutting the grass.
A different
And,
look for Dallas. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for
and
Nowitzki.
it's going to
And
rain
it's Marion in for Caron Butler.
Tuesday. I
Here's
think.
LeBron. 10 points for him. Back to Anthony.
We'll let the cats out for a little bit.
Over Chandler.
All right.
Anthony's shot
You'll
is
let him
off.
out.
Very poor shot
You're not going to go in
selection
the
there,
backyard
guys.
for a little bit?
Not really.
They're running out of time. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
So a couple of poor possessions now in a row,
I'll
consecutive.
stay with Agnes.
Both times turnover. That's not productive basketball. That's not winning basketball.
No, and Clark, you know, you start stringing errors back to back together, you lose all momentum in this game.
I'll stay up for a little bit.
There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here's Kidd. Wade against Marion. And he converts the layup. Marion's got 6. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent.
Oh, wow.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
Here's Kidd. Again, Kidd missing. Bosch with it. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. Here is Haywood. 1 second left. Chandler. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team getting ground.
Take out the game for Kidd. He's got 8 points and 1 steal.
And we'll be back momentarily live from Dallas. Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
Hey guys, and it's Sean Marion with the Sprite Spark Award. He's been his team's secret weapon off the bench in this one as he's given his team valuable minutes. We'll see how it ends, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He sure did stir things up for him.
Boy, he was an injection of a different kind of energy out there. Got him going in the right direction and really gave him something the starters weren't able to give him.
Well, give him credit. I mean, he was just waiting for his chance, and he took full advantage.
A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Marion and Dirk make up the forwards. Terry is out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Chandler in a center position.
Press A to throw it.
X. Pass.
Here's LeBron.
Ooh.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Sean Marion.
Well, there's so many questions a year ago about the Miami Heat and how the pieces would fit. In particular, how Wade and LeBron would work out together. And I think they figured it out as the course of the year went on. And Wade ended up playing most of his minutes at the 2-guard spot.
As we get back to Wade, Clark, is he best, as Steve was talking about, is he best at shooting guard?
No question about it. I mean, that's what he does. He attacks. He keeps pressure on the defense. He can make tough shots. He can draw fouls. And off of his ability to be aggressive looking to score, then he can get other people's shots. But he's most suited to putting the ball in the basket.
Barea kicks to Terry. Wade is covering. Straight up. Here's Chandler. LeBron grabs the miss.
Well, with good defense down low, that's a shot he's not going to convert very often. What a great game. This looks like it's going to go right down to the wire.
Well, you talk about what...
Well, you laughing at me, you're laughing at her. What?
happens in close games, mistakes are magnified. Both teams have to be very careful down the stretch here.
Here is Barea. Deflected.
Oh!
Just one turnover for him in the first half, guys, but now he's really having a hard time taking care of the ball. Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Left block shot on the way. In deep. Nowitzki trucks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 2. And the Heat call time here.
Jason Terry has had such a consistently productive career. He now has 11 straight campaigns where he's averaged better than 12 points per game. So he's a guy who you know what you're going to get from each and every night.
A different look for Dallas. Haywood comes in for Chandler. And Caron Butler is subbed in for Dirk Nowitzki. Ilgauskas is checked in for Miami. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He was trying to keep their energy up, saying, listen, I know you're tired, but you can rest in a few minutes when we're sitting in the locker room with a W. For now, lay it all out there.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. Puts up the baby hook. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
Here's Berea. She just talked about Terry's consistency. It's always good, Clark, to have someone you know is going to come off that bench and going to get points for you every night. That consistency.
No mystery, no puzzle with JT. Jason Terry is bringing you offense, high-level energy, and shot making. You know, Terry turning in.
But that's rip. Who is it?
Hello. Well, happy Easter. No. Oh, is he? Okay. All right. That's odd because I told Daniel, I said, I bet Rick's going to get it fairly soon. And I said, I'm going to have to go out and get Molly's poop up. Okay. Okie doke. Bye.
Oh, you better hurry.
I know, I got to pick her poop up.
Don't pee, just do it. Alright, we're gonna cut the game short. So, sorry about that.
Just put it on hold. I got to get out there before he gets out.
Well, do you want me to just quit the game?
No, it's too close.
Alright.
Another good year for the Mavs last season, Kevin. Contributed about 16 points a game.
Good.
And shot it quite well from deep.
5 points off. That ain't bad.
Back to Terry. Steve, he was big for them in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, he sure was, Kevin. I mean, in the finals, Dirk took home the MVP trophy, and it was much deserved. But without Terry, there's no way Dallas wins. He was stellar, particularly in that closeout Game 6, where he carried his team in the first half.
He played well. 9 points and 3 steals. His defense has been equal to his offense today, and both have been great.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's been excellent over the entire 94 feet of the court.
And he can't get the first one.
Fire shooting in.
Good on the second free throw.
He couldn't get them all, and it's still a 2-possession game.
You want to make you more coffee?
No, I think I've got
They're
plenty.
going to turn it over.
Really
They
do.
couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's LeBron. Deflects the pass. Marion with the steal.
Well, as a coach, that kind of turnover just drives you nuts.
And that's because it should never happen, Steve. I mean, it just shouldn't.
Shoot.
They get it back. Terry gets way.
Come on.
With a floater. Nice shot by Terry.
Yeah, the defense has to.
Look at our score from the first game.
Where's the first game?
You
You
see
mean
where it
11,
says-
10? No.
Yeah.
pick it up a little bit here.
They've all been close.
Yeah, they just have not competed well enough. I mean, they've not fought. You want to see fight and aggressive. Points
Now
have
what?
been the main course, or main entree, if you will. They just keep pounding it inside. Now they're seeing no resistance.
What movie do you want to watch?
So the defense has got to be tougher.
I don't know if you'll want to watch The Help or not.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in
I
for
mean,
Aaron.
I could put it on for you. You could watch it.
But what are you going to do?
Bobois comes
Probably
in
charge
for
up.
Jason Terry. And
No.
Jason Kidd has subbed in for J.J. Barea.
Is there another movie in there that you'd like to see?
If you want to watch The Help, you can.
I mean, it's a damn shame we got all those movies and haven't played them because they've been sitting in there. Kind of forgot we had stuff.
Yeah.
And what made me mad is Timmy took a couple of them. Avatar, I love that movie. That better be in there. It better be. If it's not, I'm going to be really mad.
It is.
On bounds, they get called for the 5
Your
second
grandfather
violation.
bought two of them. Avatar, and I forgot what the other one was. Maybe Ice Age or something.
I think you took that one. Did you let me fucking...
That'll be a 5 second call.
Fucking bitch!
Careless play there. You got to avoid those kind of turnovers. Yeah, you really do, Steve. I mean, those really take a toll on you. They deflate any
It's
kind
your
of
turn.
rhythm you're trying to build.
Here's Kidd.
Someone stay in there.
Nowitzki outside.
Yeah,
Stepped on the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
Making a long pass like that is always a risky proposition.
The Heat trail by 4. Wade left side. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Giannis Hansel, he's checked in for Augustus. Miller comes in for LeBron. Eddie House subbed in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Wade. Shoots over Bobois. Another miss by Wade.
They've done a great job of controlling the boards in this one, Kevin.
He'd better get a move on. Here's Nowitzki. That's blocked. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Easy shot.
Oh my God.
And they turn over. Step in the line that time.
Got sloppy.
Yeah.
In a close game. Have to take advantage of every
Tyson Chandler.
What?
I gotta shut the game.
Roll.
You want to make it in a compound curve, like a tractor seat. Farmers would farm steel, big steel tractor seat. That's the inspiration for design of your seats. Yeah, you add that feature. When you start going up in product line, you all have a 100 entry level price point. It's just like custom. People sit 8 hours a day for 5 days a week. See plastic out. You'll buy that. noticed right away. Just this back goes,
Man,
whoa.
I'd have never got that locked. It's rained so much, the wood's swollen, and it's hard to match it up.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I didn't want to eat too terribly early anyway, did you? Huh?
I said no. I said so. Let's eat around 5.
Yeah.
He's checked in for
Plus,
Dallas.
those steaks aren't even done.
Yeah.
And then for Miami, LeBron is checked in for Miller. And it's Chalmers in for Eddie House.
Oh.
Good.
I was dreading not making that shot. Holy shit.
Nice piece of work there. Find a little space, pull the trigger.
The Mavericks leading.
There you
It's
go.
tipped. Stolen by Bosch.
Boy, that's huge. They needed that one.
Okay, went out of bounds.
And turnovers, Clark and Steve have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Why does it always come back to food, Paul? And that one's good. That's
I mean, it's a 2-point game. I mean,
Big roll. That's pure style, guys. I like that.
you can't.
Wade against Terry.
You better make it.
Drops in the layup for 2. Here's LeBron. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Over Butler. LeBron with another miss. And here comes Kidd. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Bosch. This could be a turning point.
Having critical possession here.
Here's Chalmers. Shot is off. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul. "32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there. And Clark, as you were seeing, even though it's close, they really have had inside presence.
Right as always, partner.
He doesn't hit the first. So we can't get either to fall. Clark, no room for error
Kevin,
here.
got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Didn't even make it anywhere. They need to stop, like, rushing it instead of relaying the damn ball.
Yeah.
And the first of 2 misses. That time here's Haslam. It's going to be 2.
I didn't even know I had the ball. Well, you had it.
And he doesn't get the first one to fall. The next on number 2, and that trims the lead to 3.
That makes it a one-possession game. But I'm sure he wishes he could have that one
you
miss.
damn boy.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
A good foul. You've got to stop the clock in this situation.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, the clock is their biggest ally right now. They need as much time as they can.
First free throw missing for him. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
With an opportunity to put it out of reach, he could not capitalize. We'll see. He may live to regret.
Contact on that three-point attempt, and he'll go to the line.
You know, you
Contact.
gotta be careful
There's
if
no
you're on the
contact
offensive
at all.
defender to not pick up a foul like that. That's a bad foul.
And that one misses. 2 more to shoot. the second of 3 shots at the line, missing. 1 to go. And he misses all 3.
And a chance here to send it into overtime. Need a 3.
Baseline jumper. Money.
Holy
That
shit.
shot brings them to within just 1. Here's Kidd. And an intentional foul there.
You dummy, what did he do that for? He intentionally fouled. Why don't you just give the game away?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Can't get the first one to drop.
I'm not trying to be an asshole.
You'll smell your ass.
Wait, what?
And that's her coming up empty. Missing both. And here's Bosch. Here's LeBron.
Oh, shit!
Well, they did have a foul to give, but couldn't get it done before the shot.
Yeah, you really want to try to foul in that situation before he gets into the shooting motion. It just didn't work out that time.
Put your glasses on there, buddy.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
That's it.
And that's an intentional
That's the
foul.
game. Oh, that's that.
And he misses the first one. So he comes up empty.
Holy shit. That's a long ass time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a